And the 94th Academy Awards, otherwise called the Oscars, is underway in the United States of America, and top actors are hoping Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky will be addressing them amidst the ongoing tension between Russia and Ukraine. Well, let's join live now to Los Angeles for an update, and we're supposed to be having our correspondents there, Nkechi Nnana and Kachi Ofia, but we have XiXi, yes, all right, full of great smiles. Tell us, I mean, the Academy Awards returned to the Dolby Theatre this year after relocating to LA's Union Station last year due to the pandemic. Beyond just trying to improve the ratings, what does this move do for the Oscars?
Good afternoon from sunny Los Angeles, where all the stars are getting ready to shine. I'm XiXi Yang, right outside of the Dolby Theater, where we are just hours away from the most glamorous night of the year, the 2022 Oscars. Now, I gotta be honest, it feels pretty good to be back here on the red carpet for the Oscars. As you previously mentioned, last year it was at 2 different locations. This year, Hollywood is back and the Academy is determined to make a big comeback. Now, there are a couple of things that are a little different about this year's show. First, we have legendary producer Will Packer producing the entire show. If you know Will Packer, you know that he is a man who is very unapologetic when it comes to delivering a show that is jam-packed with top-notch entertainment moments. Now, he is also making Oscars history as part of Oscars' very first all-black producing team, which is so incredible to see. Will Packer has already said in previous years, it's no secret that the viewership for Oscar has been on the decline because it almost felt like a very stuffy party for Hollywood elites only. This year, he's determined to invite movie lovers from all over the world to join in on the fun. In fact, the official motto for the 2022 Oscars is Movie Lovers Unite. I absolutely love that because we can all remember that one movie from our childhood that made us laugh, made us cry, movies that made us think, movies that truly made us fall in love with the magic of movie making. Now, Will has enlisted the help of not 1, not 2, but 3 incredible female comedians. Wanda Sykes, Amy Schumer, Regina Hall to host the entire show. 3 female comedians, 2 women of color. This is Oscars history in the making. Now, there are also some differences coming to the categories this year. Best Picture, instead of 5 titles, there are 10 titles total this year. And there were some controversies surrounding 8 categories being cut from the live telecast to keep the flow of the show going. So instead, the 8 categories and its winners will be shot prior to the live shows, with highlights jammed in there for the actual live telecast. Now, personally, I'm so looking forward to first-time Oscar nominee Beyonce. Yes, she finally received an Oscar nomination for her single Be Alive from King Richard's soundtrack. I'm so excited to see Queen Bee hit the stage, perform tonight. Now, we're also going to have an incredible lineup of presenters for the evening. Samuel L. Jackson, legendary actor who just received an honorary Oscar Friday night at the Governor's Awards. We have Sean P. Diddy Combs. We have Halle Bailey, Tracy Ellis Ross. We have Chris Rock. It's going to be a fantastic show for sure. Now, I'm going to break down some of the big categories that all the fans are so excited to see tonight. First, we have lead actor. For this one, even though we have a lot of top contenders this season, I really do think it's going to come down to either Denzel Washington, who is nominated, or Will Smith, who's nominated for King Richard. Now, if you're a true movie buff, you might realize that 20 years ago, the 2 gentlemen were actually nominated for the same category. Back 20 years ago, Denzel was nominated for Training Day and Will Smith was nominated for Ali. 20 years ago, Denzel beat Will this year, we know how much Hollywood loves a good sequel. I think Will Smith is going to walk away as an Oscar winner. He is 53 years old. This is his third Oscar nomination. We all know the Academy loves not just honoring an actor or an actress or director for a single project, but rather their entire body of work. So I think Will Smith is going to take home the win tonight. Denzel is not going to walk away as an Oscar loser. In fact, this nomination just solidified him as the most nominated black actor with 10 Oscars nominations total and 2 wins under his belt. Now, when it comes to the Best Actress category, even though there were a lot of buzz surrounding Kristen Stewart in her stunning performance as Princess Diana in Spencer, I really do think this is going to go towards someone who has already been nominated. Jessica Chastain, this is her third Oscar nomination. She won at the SAG Awards, which is also a strong indication of how tonight is going to go. Moving on to the Best Supporting Actor category. Now, for the first time, we have 2 actors battling it out, going against each other from the same movie, The Power of the Dog, which actually leads tonight with 12 nominations total. But I think Choi Kotzer from Coda is going to win. In fact, he's probably going to make Oscars history as the very first deaf actor to walk home with an Academy Award. Moving on to the Best Supporting Actress category, all eyes on this one are on Ariana DeBose. She delivered a spectacular performance in Steven Spielberg's West Side Story. She has been sweeping up all the accolades this entire award show season. If she does win tonight, she's going to make Oscars history as the very first Afro-Latina LGBTQIA+ actress to win an Academy Award. You might remember 60 years ago, Hollywood actress Rita Moreno actually won for the same role in West Side Story. So if Ariana DeBose does win tonight, her and Rita Moreno will make Oscars history as the very first pair of actresses to both win an Oscar for the exact same role in different movies years apart. Moving on to the Best Director category, I think this one is definitely going to go towards Jane Campion, the director of The Power of the Dog. Jane Campion has already made Oscars history as the first female director to be nominated twice for Best Director at the Oscars. In fact, she won back in 1994 for The Piano, so I think she's going to win again tonight. Moving on to Best Picture. Now, this one is definitely going to be very tough because we have battle of the streaming services. Netflix, the streaming giant that completely changed how we consume content. Last year, Netflix dropped $220 billion into producing original content, and it sure is paying off because this year Netflix has 2 movies that are in the running for Best Picture: The Power of the Dog and Don't Look Up. I think this one is definitely going to be either The Power of the Dog or Apple Plus's Coda. Now, there are also 2 new categories tonight: the Oscars fan favorites and Oscars cheer moment, where the Academy decided to team up with all the fans on Twitter to find the winners. So I'm going to be very excited to see not just who and what projects the Academy members are going for, but the fans as well.
XiXi, we are radiated here with the kind of excitement you exude and giving us, a compendium of what to expect at this year's Oscar. Good enough, the theme is about peace and unity. But sadly, again, this year's Oscar is coming just at a time when, there's a Russian-Ukrainian war, and there are, several solidarity at this year's Oscar for those in Ukraine. And of course, its president, who is part of, the Actors Guild and the rest. Will you tell us, is Zelensky going to be given a chance in this year's Oscar to address the audience virtually?
I know host Amy Schumer has already said in previous interviews that her and the members of the Academy are working very hard to get Ukrainian President Zelensky via satellite during the Oscars telecast. If that does happen, it's going to be a wonderful platform because all eyes are on the Oscars tonight. And I know that so many celebrities, directors, and producers, executives have always taken on the world's biggest stage for entertainment, the Oscars, and been very vocal about supporting supporting different causes. So I know that they are definitely going to talk about the Ukrainian war, and also they're going to be sending their blessings and love to all the citizens of Ukraine.
I'll just call for break. Well, thanks so very much, XiXi. I wish we have enough time. But of course, Arise News is taking the Oscars live. I mean, when it comes up, XiXi is a correspondent there in Los Angeles, venue of this year's 94th Oscar.